Welcome to Trending Now USA. I'm Bella, bringing you the latest updates from the world of tennis. Today, we focus on Aryna Sabalenka, the world-class Belarusian tennis star, who recently made headlines after a controversial moment on the court involving coach Anton Dubrov and her own emotional reaction. In a candid interview following her match, Sabalenka addressed the incident that saw her visibly frustrated with Dubrov and reportedly snapping at him during a tense point in her match. The incident occurred during a crucial stage of the game, where the pressure was mounting and Sabalenka's emotions seemed to get the better of her. Known for her fiery competitiveness and raw power on the court, Sabalenka has often been admired for her aggressive style, but moments like these also bring her human side into focus. Sabalenka explained that the tension arose from the intensity of the match and the high stakes involved. "Tennis is not just about physical skill, it's also a mental battle," she remarked. "Sometimes, emotions take over and I react in ways I wish I didn't. It's all part of being fully committed to winning." Her statement reflects a level of self-awareness that professional athletes often have to balance, acknowledging their emotions while striving for peak performance. This incident also involved her coach, Anton Dubrov, who had been in her corner for many critical matches. According to sources, Dubrov left her side mid-match, a move that caught the attention of commentators and fans alike. Sabalenka addressed this point directly, explaining that the departure was not personal but rather a strategy to allow her to manage her own game independently. "Sometimes having a moment alone on the court can help you refocus," she said. "It's not about abandoning me. It's about giving me space to think clearly and execute my strategy." Analysts have weighed in on this dynamic, noting that the relationship between a player and coach is often nuanced. The coach's presence is crucial, but so is knowing when to step back, especially during high-pressure moments. Sabalenka's openness in discussing this incident gives fans a rare look into the behind-the-scenes dynamics of professional tennis. It highlights how even top players navigate the complexities of human emotion, coaching support, and competitive drive. The tennis community has reacted with a mix of concern, support, and understanding. Fans flooded social media with messages expressing empathy for Sabalenka, acknowledging that even elite athletes can have moments of frustration under pressure. "We all have bad days, and seeing Aryna handle it with honesty is inspiring," tweeted one fan. Others commented on the challenges of player-coach relationships, pointing out that trust and communication are essential, yet often tested in high-stakes environments. Sabalenka's response also sheds light on her personal approach to mental resilience. She has previously spoken about working with sports psychologists and mental coaches to improve focus, manage anxiety, and channel competitive energy effectively. In her interview, she emphasized that learning to control reactions and maintain composure is a work in progress. "It's something I continue to develop," she noted. "Every match is an opportunity to grow, not just in skill but in mindset." The incident has also sparked discussion about coaching protocols in tennis. Dubrov's decision to step away mid-match has been analyzed as both a risk and a potential growth opportunity. Some commentators argue that it can be challenging for a player to suddenly adjust without their coach's immediate input, while others suggest that moments of independence can foster stronger mental toughness. Sabalenka's candid explanation helps clarify her perspective and the reasoning behind Dubrov's choice, showing a level of maturity and strategic thinking. Beyond the incident itself, this moment highlights Sabalenka's character on and off the court. Known for her aggressive baseline play, powerful serve, and relentless determination, she has often been admired for her physical prowess. Yet, her willingness to openly discuss emotional struggles and the nuances of her coach-player relationship reveals a more layered, human side. Fans are reminded that even top athletes face pressures and must navigate both emotional and strategic challenges in real time. The media has covered the event extensively, with sports outlets analyzing video footage, breaking down match statistics, and interpreting Sabalenka's body language during the interaction with Dubrov. Some outlets focused on the tension visible on the court, while others emphasized the subsequent clarification she provided in interviews. Together, these reports offer a comprehensive view of the situation, highlighting the importance of both in-the-moment decisions and reflective communication after the match. In her statement, Sabalenka also acknowledged the role of fans and the broader tennis community. "I know people are watching closely and they care," she said. "I appreciate their support and I want to be transparent about what happened. Tennis is intense and sometimes emotions show, but I'm always learning from every experience." This approach demonstrates a thoughtful awareness of her public persona, as well as a commitment to authenticity. Psychologists who study athlete behavior have weighed in, noting that moments of visible frustration are common in professional sports. High-intensity competition often triggers emotional responses, especially when a player is deeply invested in the outcome. Sabalenka's reaction to snapping at her coach can be understood within this context. Experts point out that acknowledging and processing these emotions is critical for long-term performance and personal growth. Her openness about the situation aligns with best practices in sports psychology, which encourage athletes to confront and reflect on emotional experiences rather than suppress them. Sabalenka also emphasized that this incident does not define her as a player or a person. "It's just one moment," she explained. "It doesn't erase the hard work, the victories, or the lessons learned. Tennis is full of highs and lows, and it's important to keep perspective." Her words resonate with the idea that elite athletes are constantly balancing the pursuit of excellence with the management of human emotions, a challenge that fans rarely see in full detail. The tennis world has continued to follow her matches closely, with analysts noting how she channels her energy after moments of emotional intensity. Sabalenka has a track record of bouncing back after setbacks, demonstrating resilience and adaptability. Observers note that incidents like the one with Dubrov, while highly visible, are part of a larger pattern of learning and development that defines her career. Her ability to reflect, adjust, and grow is a hallmark of her professionalism. Fans have also responded positively to Sabalenka's transparency. Social media platforms have seen an outpouring of messages emphasizing support, understanding, and admiration. Hashtags celebrating her resilience have trended in several regions, highlighting how athletes' honesty about emotional experiences can strengthen connections with their audience. Many supporters expressed that seeing a star like Sabalenka navigate frustration and coaching dynamics in real time makes her journey relatable and inspiring. In addition to emotional and strategic aspects, this incident raises questions about coaching styles and athlete autonomy. Dubrov's temporary absence during the match sparked debates about how much guidance a coach should provide versus allowing a player to manage pressure independently. Sabalenka's explanation, that space can help a player refocus, offers insight into an approach that values self-reliance alongside mentorship. This balance is increasingly discussed in professional tennis as players seek both technical instruction and mental fortitude from their coaching teams. The story has also sparked broader conversations about gender and emotional expression in sports. Sabalenka, as a prominent female athlete, faced intense scrutiny for a moment of visible frustration. Experts note that male athletes often receive different public reactions for similar behaviors, highlighting ongoing societal biases in the perception of emotional expression. By openly addressing the incident, Sabalenka challenges stereotypes and contributes to a more nuanced discussion about emotion, professionalism, and competitiveness in tennis. Meanwhile, Dubrov's reputation as a coach has remained strong, with many noting his strategic insight and supportive role in Sabalenka's career. His decision to step away during a high-pressure moment can be interpreted as a deliberate choice to foster independence rather than as a critique of the player. Analysts point out that successful coach-player relationships are built on trust, communication, and mutual respect, all of which appear evident in this scenario. Sabalenka's acknowledgement of his intentions reinforces the positive dynamic between them. Looking ahead, Sabalenka's upcoming matches are being watched with renewed interest. Fans and commentators are curious to see how she channels lessons from this incident into her game. Observers note that moments of emotional intensity, when reflected upon constructively, can serve as catalysts for growth and performance improvement. Sabalenka's candid approach suggests that she is not only prepared to continue competing at the highest level but also committed to evolving as a player and as a person. The incident also resonates beyond tennis, offering lessons applicable to various competitive fields. Managing pressure, Responding to mentorship and acknowledging one's own emotional responses are challenges faced by professionals across domains. Sabalenka's openness provides a model for handling such situations with honesty and reflection, reinforcing the value of transparency, self-awareness, and resilience. In her concluding remarks about the incident, Sabalenka emphasized gratitude for support from fans, teammates, and her coaching staff. "I'm fortunate to have people around me who believe in me and help me grow," she said. "Even when moments get tough, their support makes a difference. I hope sharing my experience can help others understand that challenges are part of the journey." This perspective highlights the importance of community and support systems in sustaining high-level performance under pressure. Sports analysts continue to dissect her matches, noting improvements in mental resilience and strategic execution. Sabalenka's willingness to learn from incidents like snapping at her coach reflects a proactive approach to personal development. Her journey demonstrates that even elite athletes must navigate emotional complexities, and that doing so openly can strengthen their career, reputation, and fan engagement. The coverage of this story also emphasizes how public perception can shape an athlete's narrative. Sabalenka's direct communication with the media helps control misinformation and provides context that might otherwise be lost. By explaining both her emotions and her coach's strategy, she ensures that fans and commentators have a fuller understanding of the situation, which fosters empathy and a more informed discussion about player behavior in professional tennis. In the larger context of her career, Sabalenka has shown remarkable consistency, skill, and determination. Incidents like this do not overshadow her achievements, but rather add depth to her story as a competitive athlete navigating complex interpersonal and emotional dynamics. Her ability to process, reflect, and communicate demonstrates maturity that complements her athletic talent, reinforcing her status as one of the leading figures in women's tennis. Looking at fan engagement, social media platforms have become spaces for dialogue about this incident, with many expressing appreciation for Sabalenka's honesty. Conversations extend beyond tennis to broader themes of emotional intelligence, coping under pressure, and handling mentorship dynamics. By sharing her experience, Sabalenka contributes to a conversation that transcends sport, inspiring reflection on how individuals manage challenging situations in various aspects of life. Coaching professionals have also weighed in, highlighting the importance of balancing guidance with autonomy. Dubrov's approach, as explained by Sabalenka, aligns with contemporary sports coaching principles that emphasize empowering athletes to develop independent decision-making skills while maintaining access to support when needed. This balance is crucial for fostering mental toughness, strategic thinking, and resilience, qualities evident in Sabalenka's ongoing performance. In conclusion, Aryna Sabalenka's candid discussion about snapping at Anton Dubrov and the coaching dynamics during her match provides an illuminating glimpse into the pressures, emotions, and strategic thinking involved in elite tennis. Her transparency demonstrates maturity, self-awareness, and resilience, while also prompting broader discussions about athlete-coach relationships, emotional expression, and public perception. Fans, analysts, and fellow athletes alike have taken note of her approach, with many applauding her honesty and commitment to growth. As Sabalenka continues her season, her ability to balance intensity, emotional regulation, and strategic execution will be key to her success. This incident, far from being a setback, illustrates the challenges all athletes face and the ways in which they learn, adapt, and thrive. It reminds us that behind every powerful serve and calculated play is a human being navigating emotions, relationships, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Stay tuned to Trending Now USA for ongoing coverage of Aryna Sabalenka, Anton Dubrov, and the world of professional tennis. I'm Bella, keeping you informed and up to date with all the latest developments, insights, and stories from the courts.